All right, YouTubers, welcome back. You may have seen my last video about this, motorized water valve um, to turn up the water on and off automatically if it detects any water leakage in the house. This is like a one-piece device. It's going to connect to your main water supply, and you have an app that you can monitor. So I'm going to just show you how that is done. So you may have seen why I have the champagne bottle or the wine bottle next to it. So we'll get to it in a bit. So one of the things you need to do is, I'll show it over here. Um, 1 second. So as you can see here, you need to go to, if it's an Android device, you need to go to Play Store, or if it's iOS, you got to go to the Apple Store. So then you type in Flow Technologies, and once you do that, and you get this app, Flow Technologies from Flow Technologies, and me already have installed it, so I don't need to install it again. So for you guys, you have to install it. All right, do that. That's the first step. So once you install the app would look like this. So open up the app and click on your email address and password, and go on to the next screen. So voila, this is how the app looks like. So in on my system, I haven't hooked up to the line water line yet. So it says it's ready to install. So before you go ahead and install, you need to pair the device and also install this app. So what we're trying to do right now is we are trying to install the app. So once the app is installed, you have to go to that menu. So you see that three lines with the square. So you click on that, and you see the dashboard, and you see all sorts of settings. Go to the settings, and here you have to say add flow device. So at that time, what you need to do is you got to plug in your flow device. You got to plug in this device to the outlet, and you will see light here, status light and a valve light. They're constantly lit, and you'll see those two lights. So that's the next step. So you pardon my the noise here. So this has to be installed, I mean, this has to be plugged in to the power outlet. So that's the next step. So once you have the app installed, power it on, and then we'll go on to the next step. So once you have the app installed, obviously we won't have an account set up yet. So you need to set up an account. So at the bottom there is a create account, and go in and put in your user ID and password, whatever. And the next step is it's going to send an email to your email ID. So you got to go to your email ID on the same phone, and also they request, it's a requirement, I believe. I don't know why. You can't just open up in your computer browser or even laptop or iPad browser and try to verify your email address. It has to be on your smartphone, and the app has to be an email app, not the phone email app. You know what I'm saying? So if you're using Gmail, then you have to go in to verify your email via Gmail app, not the Samsung app or email app or whatever. So that's the next step. So once you verify it, then you go back to the device, and after you plugged in the device, you're gonna see something like this. Then you had the flow device. Once this thing is powered up, it's gonna say okay. It'll ask you a few steps that you need to follow, and there's a step where you need to press and hold the reset button, and then it will activate and pair the device and all sorts of things. Then also on your app, you will go on with the next steps, like asking you, where you live, and what is the size of the house, and what square foot it is, and what are the appliances you're using and whatnot. So once all that is done, so the final app would look like this, and you have your device connected, and you can say home, away, sleep, or whatever, how many gallons, and what's going on, and weekly gallons spent, and you can run a test, and a lot of things you can play with. It's a cool app. I like it. I think it's going to help us. And so that is the following steps. So I had some issues initially because the when you try to verify your email ID, I had some trouble because it would go into a redirecting page, and would just get stuck there forever. So I tried and tried and tried, because in your email you'll get two options. One is to click here to verify button, and also there is a link where you can try to verify your email ID. So I tried both, nothing worked, and finally after you click the link or button in the email, so it'll take you to a next page. It's supposedly verify your account, but it won't. And also at the bottom right hand corner, there is a chat button. So you click on that, and if you have any issues, so you start your chat message with the Flow support team, and I think they're kind enough to pick up, and they would be communicating with you, and they'll walk you through. So me, I had to spend about like 25 minutes to get this sorted out, because I had trouble verifying my email ID because it was kind of stuck. Then what he said was, I believe his name is Michael. He just created a temporary password for me. So, and I then went ahead and I was able to log into the account. Then I did all the other steps, like whether I can log in or pair the device and add the device and all sorts of things. Even there, I had an issue where I had to completely uninstall the application and reinstall it. So that way it worked. So I think I'm all good to go right now. If you have any issues, my word of recommendation or advice is just call the support team, or even try to chat with them. And the final piece is, don't throw this box. You need this QR code, the unique code to identify your device and to pair. Okay, so good luck with that, and hopefully it's time for us to, guess what, have a drink. Cheers, take care.